Hi traders, I have been testing the Evening Scalper Expert Advisor by Valery Trading for 53 days now. This is the results from the vendor's myfxbook, pretty impressive. And this is my own testing linked to myfxbook. This is the main page for the Evening Scalper Pro, and I'll post a link to this page on the description below. The money management for this expert advisor is very simple. There is absolutely no grid and no martingale. Each trade has its own take profit and stop loss. What kind of equity chart are we looking at? Let's scroll down and check out the myfxbook link. This is the myfxbook for the Evening Scalper best pairs. This one is a real account on the IC Markets broker with 500 to 1 leverage. This one has been double track verified with the double tick. And this account has been going for about a year and 4 months now. This account started at $150 and is now up to $230, which is a 138% profit in a year and 4 months. Now, some of you newbies might look at this equity chart and say to yourself, hey, that's not great. I want to see a much smoother chart. This is another equity chart of another robot that Valery also sells. This is called the Forex EA. Now, the reason that this chart is smooth is because it is a combination of grid and martingale. These charts generally have a high drawdown, as you can tell from the little yellow spikes that pop out below, and there is a higher risk that potentially these counts can blow. Back to the Evening Scalper myfxbook. With this kind of money management, even though the equity chart is a lot choppier, you can sleep more soundly because you know that tomorrow you're not going to wake up and accidentally find that your account has been blown through a massive move in the market, as long as you've sized your account correctly. Taking a look at some of the statistics for this EA, there have been 186 trades in the past year and 4 months, and the average win at $1.18 is slightly smaller than the average loss at $1.40. This is okay because of the reasonably high win rate. From a long and short perspective, it's above 70% if you average it out. You've got 69% here and 72%. The vendor is very transparent in terms of showing every single trade that the expert advisor has done. She even shows the lot sizes and her open trades. Currently, there are no open trades, so let's take a look at the history. From a money management perspective, you can see every single trade has the same lot size. Today is the 24th of April 2023, and she's trading at 0.01 lot size. If we go to the start, you can see that originally when she first started off, she was trading at 0.02 lot size, which is more aggressive than what she is now. We'll go back to today's trade. You can see the average stop loss is generally much bigger than the take profit. Let's see, we've got a 50 pip stop loss and a 10 pip take profit. In terms of monthly gain, in 2022, when she was originally trading at 0.02 lot size, this was much too aggressive for her current account balance, and you can see she had a 28% gain in the first month. After that, as the account has grown and the lot sizing has decreased, you can see it's been much more conservative recently, and most of the time each month has been reasonably positive, with only a quarter of it being negative. And this year we've got 3 months in positive and 1 month in the negative. And this is my own personal trading account of the Evening Scalper Pro. I also started this account with $150. This is a real account on the Go Markets broker. It is a plus account with 500 to 1 leverage, though you probably don't need all 500 to 1 leverage for this specific expert advisor. I've got my account linked to FX Blue so you can see all the trade statistics. This is an old account, so I had to fiddle with the starting date, which is why sometimes when you do that, the stats don't come up that well. This one has been going for about 53 days now, and it trades currently 4 different currency pairs. And I can confirm my trade statistics are very similar to Valery's. I've got a trade win percent of 75%, which is actually higher than hers. And my average win versus my average loss, again, my average win is only just slightly smaller than my average loss. This is the hourly chart comparing both banked and floating profit and loss to show you exactly that there is no grid and no martingale involved. The blue line is the balance line and the red line is the equity. And you can see that both lines stick together fairly nicely. There are no sharp moves in terms of wild swings in the EA for drawdown. If you break down the expert advisor by the different currency pairs, you can see the winning percentage across the board remains high at above 70% for all of them. And the average win is generally smaller than the average loss. Usually it's only slightly, but this one looks like to be half, but overall only just slightly than the average loss. If you've liked what you've seen so far and my analytical style to robot trading, please hit that like button so I know that this is the kind of content that you want to see. This is the user dashboard that everyone gets access to when they buy an expert advisor from Valery. You can see that there are a total of 4 EAs that she offers that are both on MT4 and MT5. And each robot has their own Telegram channel, so I do recommend joining that because sometimes Valery does turn off her EAs in terms of high impact news, and if you want to have the similar results to her, then I do recommend joining the Telegram channel. Under the myfxbook section on the left is all the links to her myfxbook different accounts, and I'll go straight to the Evening Scalper section. You can see that she's got 2 different myfxbook accounts, the best pairs and the all pairs. The fantastic thing about this page is you can download the exact settings that she has. So if you wanted to follow the pairs, simply load that set files that she's provided. And I am personally copying the best pairs for my own trading. Next, we have the profit calculator, which is fantastic in terms of setting expectations. Many people unfortunately think that they're going to turn their $500 into $1 million in a couple of weeks. This is really good in terms of setting expectations. So I have $150. If I have a low risk approach, then in 24 months, I will have a $72 profit with a potentially a 7.21% drawdown and a 1.6% monthly gain. If that is too low for my liking, then I could have a high risk approach where I might be making $327. A lot of people will probably have more than $150. So let's say you have $5,000. So in 24 months on a high risk setting, we're potentially looking at about a $10,000 profit. Notice that this profit is not $1 million. We're not going to turn our $5,000 into $1 million on 24 months, even on a high risk strategy. So if you're looking to turn that $5,000 into $1 million, this expert advisor is not for you. Next, we have the VPS. Everyone who buys an expert advisor from Valery will get a totally free VPS. So it is a 2-core 80 gig disk one, and it's got 2.5 gigabytes of RAM. I'm going to log into mine now so you can see what it looks like. This is the free VPS everyone gets when they buy an expert advisor from Valery. It's a fairly small VPS with 2.5 gigabytes of RAM only, but I am able to run 5 different instances of MT4, and it's only using between 10 to 15% CPU, which is pretty fantastic. I'm running all Valery's expert advisors on this one VPS. Here you've got the Evening Scalper, and you can see how it automatically talks to the internet to grab the latest high impact news. If I go to Tools, Options, Expert Advisors, you can see all the URLs that you need to add when you set it up to enable it to take directly to the internet, and all these steps are outlined in the user manual. This is the same account that you saw before. It started off at $150 and now it's up to $160. You can see the $150 that I deposited a while ago, and all the trades have a stop loss and a take profit. If I scroll down, you can see all the trades, many of them hitting take profit. This EA trades 4 different currency pairs, and let me show you the settings that I've got, which are the balanced ones from the myfxbook in the dashboard. I'll scroll down, but you don't need to take a look at this. Just download the settings file from the user dashboard. The 4 different currency pairs that you're trading. I honestly have no idea what all these different fields mean, but if you really wanted to customize it, the user manual is quite detailed and will explain exactly what each field is for. I know there's some fields up here for FTMO trading as well, and controlling stop loss. Maybe not on this one. Oh, there it is. The FTMO settings if you did want to try this one on an FTMO challenge. I'll go through each of the 4 currencies pairs so you can see exactly what the trading chart looks like. I've got here the Aussie New Zealand on the 1 hour time frame, and you can see each trade. This one has a stop loss and take profit. Looks like that one has moved, and that one did close out with a loss. This one here, you can see the take profit is much smaller than the stop loss, and that one came out with a profit. Another profit here. You can see the win rate is fairly good on this one. It grabs the bottom of the trend and during a reversal quite well. Here you've got a sell trade, take profit. All these ones look like they've taken profit. That one looks like a break even. And that's it for the Aussie New Zealand for the past 53 days. Now we've got the Euro Aussie on the 1 hour time frame. I started this one in Feb, so you can see there's one trade here catching right at the bottom at the turning point, and with a small take profit. I'm in that buy trade, and it hasn't taken that many trades lately. I think there's 2 more trades recently. This one small profit, and this one small profit as well. Euro New Zealand again. The buy trade here took profit. That one looks like a small loss. So it looks like the EA is coming out with either small loss generally or a small profit. I haven't seen any instances where it's hit the actual stop loss. Let's see if we can find one. Profit here, profit here. This one didn't quite hit the stop loss, but it did take a significant chunk right there. The rest of the time it seems to come out pretty well. Small profit there. So that was the one biggest trade we saw for the sell trade, where the price seems to have spiked up quite drastically. Potentially that looks like maybe a news release at that time that I might have not set up correctly. You win some, you lose some. Last charts on the New Zealand Canadian dollar. Buy trade taking profit. Sell trade, small loss there. Buy trade profit. Looks like that one's a break even. Profit, small profit there. I don't see any trades hitting stop loss, and a small profit there. Okay, after checking out the charts, what have we learned? We actually haven't seen any trades hitting stop loss, which is a good sign because the stop loss is much bigger than the take profit. The entries seem to be pretty accurate. It times the bounce up pretty well, and it catches a small profit. This EA doesn't trade a lot. As you've seen over the past 53 days, there are only a handful on each currency pair. Now the pricing model on this EA is a tiered pricing model. So as the EA is released, it's reasonably cheap at a few $100s. However, as more and more people buy, it gets more and more expensive. The reason for this is because Valerie has said that she wants to prioritize user experience. So that's why she offers the free VPS. That's why she is really good in terms of responding to email. She's got her Telegram chat. So she prioritizes the user experience versus trying to sell a product to the masses of people that are out there. There is a free 14-day available for this EA, but as you've seen before, it doesn't trade that much. So you can try it yourself, but just be aware that you might not see that much trading in the 14-day free trial. You can buy this EA from the MQL4 website or from Valery's website. There are pros and cons of both. Personally, I prefer the website method because, first of all, it is $200 cheaper on her website. Second of all, I believe that the MQL4 version is limited to one VPS, whereas if you buy the one on her website, you can have it on as many VPSs, on as many different, up to 10 different accounts without being locked to one VPS. If you want to follow my progress with this expert advisor, I will post a link to the members of my website, which is totally free to join. The Evening Scalper Pro is one robot that Valery offers. If you wanted to further diversify your portfolio into gold, check out my review here of the Golden Pickaxe Expert Advisor, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.